So after that, I think the next thing we do is kind of just explore all of these beaches here. I don't think we can go any further west there, yeah. So we'll explore all of these beaches in a clockwise fashion. And then maybe we'll check up, like, in here as well, because we'll be in this part of the world. And theoretically, at that point in time, I'll have been going for quite a while, so I'll just have to end the session there. So this is probably going to be a two-parter, if only because we're already at 46 minutes, and although I know that the last one was fairly short because we've edited it down a whole bunch, I don't have too much time today. And again, I am still sick. This is still the same day as last week's video. Okay, straight north, pretty much. I'm really hoping we get to... Oh, okay, so we can't actually get in there just yet. Unfortunate, but understandable. I really need a place to rest. Okay, we're gonna check out to the right here, because this may be, like, peak djinni area. Hello? Have I been there before? No, I haven't, because we can't get there yet. That makes sense. Okay. So I think this part of the world only has a little bit to the north that I can explore. I don't think there was a djinni in the area we were just at, just because statistically unlikely. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. I don't have a lot of synergy, so I'm just going to start running from some of these. Groups of 2 I can pretty easily handle. Groups of 3 are a little bit more rough when I'm low like this. Ah, okay, that's what I was looking for. Unfortunately, low synergy. So Cyros is probably relegated to healing duty. And everybody else is just going to melee AoE, I think. Or melee AoE, that's not right. Just melee attack. There we go. I'm out of it today, y'all. Oh, that's so bad! Oh my god! I hope Cyros does a lot of healing. Oh, or that. We can just win. I'm always surprised when we win. Core. Alright, check this. Do this. Move you to here. Let's see... No. Oh! Class change! Nice! Cavalier. Okay, so this is pretty much him, but swordsman, right? So I'm pretty much turning him into Mark's class? Yeah. That is exactly what's happening there. It'll be interesting to see what happens when I get a 6th water genie. And ideally, I also really want to get an earth genie, just because Alice could totally be in a position to change classes as well. Oh yeah, right, I have to heal. Real bad. Nope. Groups of 3, we flee. Dang it again! Bruh. Let me run. There we go, thank you. Oh! See, it's a good thing that I didn't just blindly come up to this beach next, because it's all connected. If I did, then I would have wondered why I was wandering around the same landmass. Well, okay, that slightly simplifies things. Yeah, unless there's a second djinn up here, and I don't think there is. A second genie? Yeah, that's how you would say that. So because I don't think there's a second genie up here, we're going to get back to the boat, and we're going to move on, not to this beach, but to the one clockwise of it. And I'm really starting to hope I find a town somewhere, because this sucks. Come on, show me boat. There's boat. I had to pick the most southern part of this beach to land on. Why would I do that to myself? So there's a little bit of a difficulty increase here. Did I ever finish my tangent about Pokemon in the previous episode? I think I did. Oh, there was the lighthouse! There's Jupiter Lighthouse! Let's heckin' go! So let's see, I think that's going to be not on the landmass that we're currently at, or not on this particular part of it. I think that's going to connect up into here, through here. So we're probably going to end up on this side of the map. If I had to guess, we're probably going to enter from this waterway here, potentially, and have to sail inland a little bit in order to actually get there, but that's not where we're stopping. But we have at least found the lighthouse, even if we can't get there just yet. Shocker, I know. Well, on the plus side, that was a small landmass to have explored. Land area. That's probably more accurate. Yeah, that's a smaller area to have explored. Continent is landmass. that particular part of the continent is the land area. Maybe. I don't know. I'm no cartographer. I'm no geologist. I don't know what these things are called. Don't rib me too hard in the comments. When there's 3, I flee. Them's the rules. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's also a really small area to explore. At this point, I'm just hoping I find a town before I have to stop for the day and or, like, need to take a break. Because the body is weak. The mind is willing, but the flesh has fleshy problems. Wait, hold on. Was it Alice that cast that, or was that Cyros? Because... okay, no. Cyros is still the slow. I was wondering if his stats, like, significantly improved by getting that one genie. Now, can we sail up here? Yes, we can sail up here, so we're going to do that, so that if and when we want to explore another part of the land, we can just hop off. Now, I feel like this area to the south doesn't connect to the lighthouse, unless there's a bridge in here, which there really doesn't need to be, because we can kind of get off on... yeah, no, see, both the river and the rest of the land kind of makes me think that we do want to explore up here first, and then come back. If I were a genie, this would be where I would potentially hide myself. On this specific part of the land. After a while, like, you start to realize, hey, if this area dead ends, there are good odds that a genie is here. And it doesn't have to even look like a dead end. I'm also talking about, like, in the first game, one of the first overworld genie you can get, or djinn? One of the first overworld djinn you can get, because that's where you use the plural. Ugh. One of the very first overworld genie is on an island that's just in the middle of a bunch of rivers, and you cross a bridge to get to it, and that's like... is that after you go through the evil forest? I think it might be, but... the point is, dead ends don't always look like dead ends. Sometimes they look like an island in the middle of a bunch of rivers. Which, to be fair, is totally a dead end if you're thinking about it from, like, a topographical or topological standpoint. This is one of those episodes where I just kind of slowly lose my mind. That happens. Yep, nope, I don't think there's anything on this southernmost part. So now we finally get to go inland, and I think we are going to encounter a town. And then I think, obviously not this video, but I'm guessing next week, we're going to finally get into Jupiter Lighthouse, which is probably going to span a few videos. Probably. Just taking a look at the clock. Now the trick is, we could theoretically get off here and then just walk the rest of the way, but who has time for that? Let's see, I know... oh, wait a minute. Brain things are happening. I think in order to get to the lighthouse, yes, okay, I'm remembering stuff. Let us explore this part to the north first, because if I remember correctly, and I think I do, this is also not connected to the lighthouse, and I don't think we've been up here. I could be wrong. Drat. Come on, let me flee, let me flee, let me flee. When there's 3, I flee. So I don't think this is connected to the lighthouse, or even the town before the lighthouse, yada yada. But, okay, yeah, no, I'm correct. There might be a genie, maybe. I'm also not sure if I managed to get, no, yeah, okay, that's up in there. I don't know if we got up in here, because I don't think that's particularly connected, but no, we did do that. It's just too small, and there wasn't anything there. Okay, so there's nothing here either. And that means, if I'm remembering the map correctly from my very first playthrough, or, you know, whenever I played this game last, which I think was my very first playthrough, then what's going to end up happening here is we're going to take one of the rivers to the southwest, and we're going to come out in that landlocked area where I was like, oh, we can't get there yet. And then we're going to dock near that town, and then there's still a little bit before we need to get to Jupiter Lighthouse, but we will still get to Jupiter Lighthouse in the next few weeks from this video. Not from when I'm recording it, but from this video. Okay, and this is really bad. We are down to single target heals, which kinda sucks. A little bit wasteful, but now we head to the south and to the west, and this river should just take me down in here. Have I gotten off to the north? I don't think I have. Alright, more exploring. Yep, but I am correct. This landmass does eventually end up spitting me out into the land... I mean, the river ends up spitting me out into this landlocked area surrounded by spiky spikes, because I know what happens here. I may not have played this game in a while, and I may have forgotten most of the plot, but broad strokes, I do remember broad strokes. If there's 3, I flee. Ow. I should probably save my exploration for after I've gone to town and healed up, but you know what? Heck with that. This is an exploration-heavy show. Just because we haven't been in this part of the world yet. Okay, I don't think there's a genie in here. There is one other place, dang it, to the south. We want to check to the south of here. And let me just zoom out. I don't know if I've explored in this part here. I'm pretty sure I did. I can always just do it later. You know what? At this point, I'm like, heck with it. We'll do it later. At this point, I'm like, the town is right there. I need to get to an inn. I need to heal myself. And we need to start thinking, potentially, about wrapping the episode. Maybe. There are going to be cutscenes too, I'm sure of it. Oh, this isn't a town. This is just a place to dock. Very similar to where we first found Sirith's boat. Oh. To the sacred vessel. Oh. So, yeah, you guys know where this is going, right? You guys totally know where this is going, right? How do we get up there? That might be related to the lighthouse, or it may be related to something off screen. So let's go off screen. Aha, there we go. Yep, so we can totally... okay, we're gonna need lift, which we're gonna get when we get the other party. Okay, there's gonna be a way up to that upper level there. Nobody's in here. Cool. Oh, hello. Okay, so there are 2 ways to exit from here. 3 if you count this. First we'll check the barrel. Oh, okay. Vial. Neat. I do have a bunch of restorative items. I could totally use those on myself. I probably should use those on myself. Yaha. Okay. So, now that we're here, the obvious direction is north. And I'm hoping we hit a village before we hit the lighthouse, because we are in a bad way. And in fact, I'm just going to prune a way that I usually don't. When I say prune, I'm referring to search trees. So just mentally, I create areas where I want to take a look at stuff. And normally I do, like, probably breadth first, I would say. Aha, that'll do. That is a massive hole in the ground. Yes, so unfortunately I do have to eat dinner really soon, and all that stuff. Like I said, biological things need to happen, but we are now out of town. I'm gonna look around real quick. Maybe. Okay, so we've got that. Oh! Could this be where we use our tickets? This is where we use tickets. Okay, so we can get rid of our tickets here. We'll probably do that next session. We have the inn, so naturally, let's start with it. Oh, goodness. I just saw that number, and I'm pretty sure we're over 100,000 gold at this point in time, and I don't think it's from selling things. I think we got that just from random encounters and killing. Oh, yep, okay, so we've got dice there. Ooh, yep, gotta check out the weapon and armor shop, please. Yep, okay, none of those are going to be particularly good, so we're just looking for any new artifacts here. And we already know that we've seen Shamshire before, we've seen Dragon Axe before, so we're looking for anything that's like 10,000. Yep, Tartarus Axe, we've seen that. There are some new things here. The list is definitely longer, but I don't think any of them are things that we want to be buying. Oh, the Swift Sword. That name rings a bell. Let me just see. Nope, yep. Nope, yep, I'm pretty sure it's all worse. Let's check these artifacts. Okay, there are more than 3. That is something. Okay, so we've got the Mirror Shield. I don't remember what the Fujin Shield does, so I might have to check out what that does. The Jeweled Crown. We have one of those from the first game, if memory serves, and I think that's something that boosts luck. Holy heck, I didn't realize Alice's attack was so massive. I almost kind of think we... I don't know, I think we give it to you for now, and we'll worry about inventory management when I'm not pressed for time. So for now, we'll just do that. I will buy the shield, but not equip it. Oh, well, okay, I will buy the shield, but not equip it. Give the game ticket to Alice, who is one of the few people that actually has space, and that is all of the new artifacts there. Okay, so we know that's where we spend our tickets. High-low dice, interesting. Okay, so we've got 2 sets of dice, I think. Whoa, Water of Life. Yes, we definitely need some of that. Oh, that was a mist potion, right? Okay, let's do... What does the shield do? Deludes enemies? Versus what does your shield do, Mark? Resists wind. Oh yeah, Fu. That makes sense. Fujin. I think that technically makes the mirror shield better? Yeah. And let's see. Does Fujin work for anyone else? No, it does not. So let's go ahead and sell it. And you know what? As strange as it is, I think we're going to go ahead and sell the things that we can get rid of? Maybe? Like the Sea Gods tier? I mean, the Sea Gods tier and the Dancing Idol. We'll definitely never need the Dancing Idol again, and I think I even tried to put it back. And the worst case scenario, we can always just buy it later if we really need either or both of them. It feels weird selling somebody else's cultural artifacts. This is just unethical, by all means, but... Raises elemental resistance. Raises water power. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna sell the clear bracelet. And this should be... Oh. Okay, yeah, no. We're gonna have to go back to the armor just to make sure that we can rebuy the bracelet and stuff there. Weapons... Armorer. Aha, there it is. The clear bracelet. Okay. So let me also try selling the golden bracelet. Aha. Okay, so that also counts as rare. And I do want to just double check their descriptions before I move on. Oh, that was an accessory, so it might be back at the general store. Interesting. Okay, raises water power, raises wind power. Wait, no, that's not what I sold. Ah, okay, so the bracelet ended up here. I'm going to check the general store one last time, then we're going to start looking around some of the other places in this village. I suspect the Force Synergy... Okay, there we go. There's the golden ring. So, elemental resistance and remove poison. So, let's see. Oh, you don't actually have any accessories equipped. So that... Do you have any accessories equipped? You, I think, already do. So I actually didn't want to sell that. Let's just give that back to you. Sure. So that was a bit of a silly sell, but that's fine. And we can always rebuy the unicorn ring, should we desire, at a later point in time. Oh! Oh! Okay, we're gonna have to come back here when we get Salem, then. And this is the tent with the tickets, right? I want to read about the prizes. Yeah, we know how this works. I may even potentially play it. Oh, right. Shirts, rings, and boots. All of the accessories. And the thing is, I don't have enough inventory space for that. So I think we just skip on that for now. Yep, I'm just going to ignore the tents for now because those are all just gambling. Okay, this is the sanctuary. Aw, it's a baby. Oh, what? Oh my god! Oh my god! Baby adept! Baby adept! Cold wind. I can do that. I think I can do that. No? Okay, that's not what you want. I mean, either that or we don't actually... Yeah, we don't actually have to whirlwind. It's just the baby is trying to manifest its own desires and the parents are not realizing it. Well, that's adorable then. You fools, you don't even realize. Oh, maybe you do realize. Well, okay, the kid is smart. Kids can actually be really smart. You just have to believe them. Boost max HP. Yeah, okay, that's probably... Boost Zelda, because squishy. Alright, I think that's everywhere in this town. Never mind. There is a second area. Yeah, you guys know where this is going, right? Y'all totally know where this is going, right? Search with your... Oh. Search with your heart, huh? You know what search with your heart means, right? We bind reveal. Okay, probably not that one. Definitely that one. Okay, there are only really 3 picks. Yep. Okay, door number 2. Amazing. Oh! Let's stack the dragon skin up, just because we can. Is this... where we fight Dullahan? Or, not Dullahan, Oh! Oh, so we can just actually go in. It's just that that was the real way, right? Okay, I don't know what that is supposed to mean or do. Maybe there's a synergy we can activate later. I'm gonna try going in here. Oh no, you physically can't. Neat. And that also is supposed to mean something. Maybe it just means that you're not supposed to go in that way. And there's no real way to go through there either, so... I think that's pretty much all we can do here. I think. Yeah, I think that's all we can really do there. Now I have about 20 minutes, so unless... I'm probably not going to start the lighthouse, regardless of that. Could talk to some of the people in the inn. Oh, this is something. Or it's nothing. Okay, it's unlikely there's a genie here, but I would be correct. Or the odds increase that I am correct. Oh, yeah, there it is. Alright, and at the risk of accidentally triggering something, we are in fact going to end the session here today instead, so this is probably the end of the second part as well, and I've done some editing shenanigans earlier. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these videos. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell to be notified, and as always, I'm looking forward to your feedback in the comments below. And with that, I will catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching, everybody! In the upper left is the next video in the series, or a video you might like. In the lower left is the series playlist, and on the right is my icon by which you can subscribe. Thanks again for watching!